relationships celebrated, unions memorialized in both tradition and innovation, rare footage that show how the most universal of emotions become unique expressions of indigenous Philippine cultures. From coy flirtations in dance to charming spoken love letters, from symbolic conquests to journeys on the open waters, all reflections of our boundless energy. Kakaibang sigla sa pagsusuyo, pagkakaisa at pagmamahalan. The 11th season of Dayaw ended with a compilation of folk dances. We began with a recollection of the games we played as children and went on to explore the different manifestations of kakaibang sigla, our ebullient energy. And this season continues that arc. This time we follow this energy through the cycles of life and love as expressed in ritual, chant, song, and of course, dance. Abusan's most charming recordings and recreations of a folk dance is the Lapay Bantigue of Masbate. The late national artist recorded the dance during his research in the coastal barangay of Bantigue and incorporated it in his company's repertoire. A mimetic dance that copies a movement of the lapay or seagull. The dance is just so full of the joy and whimsy of children playing by the seaside. And when adults join in, the Lapay Bantigue becomes a dance of communal, feel-good vibes with everyone losing themselves in the inspired abandon of the dance. Traditional communities are the source of much of our formation. Our worldviews and values are molded by the traditions and rituals that mark the passage of time, the cycles of life. From baptism for Catholic Filipinos, and other rites of passage for other Filipino cultures. From the exposure to the environment, to agriculture, and the livelihoods of their communities. The first flushes of attraction and love.
Pastilan daw ibiyang waray ka ba, tapos sangkay mo nga.
To the different formalities that mark the social contract that is marriage. In the Ilocos region, traditional courtship is celebrated with the chanting of the Dallot.
Ay daldalo dumidinalang, ay daldalo danidalang, ay daldalo dumidinalang.
Dallot is an ancient folk song of the Ilocanos. It is sang in undulating manner, extemporaneous, just like Dung-aw, and declamatory also.
Ay daldalot tumikinala, sudin itallot, sudin italla.
This mellifluous chant has
by the female and by the male, and this is done alternately until they have said all the things that they would like to say regarding their intentions.
Ay daldalot dumidinalang, rayaw ni Dallot, rayaw ni Dalidalang.
Besides courtship, it is also used in the Ilocano version of the pamamanhikan as well as in the marriage ritual itself.
This is a way for a bride-to-be and groom-to-be for a wedding arrangement. At the same time, this can also be performed during their wedding ritual. This can also be performed by a man and a woman. At the same time, there is participation of other relatives or other members of the family. Dallot is usually performed for a pre-wedding arrangement. The danon, which is the panangas-asawa, is a form of Dallot which entails that the intention of the male to the female is being uttered in that part. After which, the panagyawat, the second phase, would be the giving of dowry, the giving of gifts in the form of a Dallot. So when they give the dowry or the gifts to the lady love, they have to do it in the form of Dallot.
Ay nasamsamit pa iti matay, ngem ti agbibiag mapapaay, ngem ti agbibiag amapapaay, taagapit pa'y sensenaan, ken sabidong adi agsaday, ket kamatekla ket din ni patay.
Ganito po ang agos ng Dallot na aming itinanghan. Una po, ang lalaki, ipinagtapat niya ang kaniyang naramdaman nung una niyang makita ang babae. At nung madinig naman ito ng babae ay naging masaya siya sapagkat sinabi ng lalaki na siya ay maganda. At nagpakita rin ng motibo ang babae na mayroon ding pag-ibig na nananalaytay sa kanyang katawan. Ngunit, hindi niya ito tinanggap dahil
ang dalaga po ay mayroon na po siyang minamahal. Kung kaya't hindi na niya pwedeng hatiin ang kanyang puso sa dalawang lalaki. Kaya siya po ay nag-focus na lamang sa kanyang iniibig at hindi na po pinagbigyan ang nanliligaw sa kanya. Kaya po sa dulo nito ay hindi po sila nagkatuluyan.
It is remarkable how the Dallot, which marks baptisms, courtships, formal betrothals, and weddings, finds an equivalent in the Dung-aw. a chant reserved exclusively for death and burials.
Dung-aw is an Ilocano tradition which means in English, song for the dead. This is a profession of pity for the dead, and of course, this is also a means for the living to express atonement for that setbacks and misfortunes he has brought to the dead. Of course, the Dung-aw is an expression of intense love to the dead. That is why when they do this, there's what we call the gashes of tears as a means of professing that the loss of a loved one is so difficult to handle. In my own observation, in our place, for example, I live in the rural areas. I do observe that the old folks, when they do this, it comes out extemporaneously, naturally in them. They don't have a script. Along with their native handkiss or their bellows, they do this as they wail over the wake. And but then when it is done on stage, if it is a performance on stage, theatrically there is a script. But in the rural areas, no script is being prepared for that Dung-aw. The melody, of course, it has an undulating melody. It is different from other kinds of songs. This is a folk song, but folk songs are done with notations. Dung-aw doesn't have. At my age of 62, I have not seen any notation for Dung-aw or any musical score for Dung-aw. As I've said, it comes out naturally from the person who performs the Dung-aw. Ilocanos believe that there is life after death, and so Ilocanos has a practice of giving the old clothes and other treasures to the dead, so that by the time he is in his journey, he has still something to wear and to use.
Two distinct Ilocano chanting traditions, both celebrating love and affection for the living as well as for the dead.
Ang abo na simbolo ng kadalisayan ng buhay, naway maging paalaala rin ng pagninilay at pagtalikod sa kasalanan. Isang mensahe ng pagbabalik loob ngayong Ash Wednesday.
Labanan ang mga scammer at manloloko. Ugaling mag-CPR or check, protect, and report. Check. Protect. Report. Gawin lang ang CPR o check, protect, and report para sa mas ligtas na financial transactions.
In chords or expressions, the movements distill the characteristics of the ideal male and female particular to a given culture. The storytelling or narrative of each dance remembers the stages of attraction and love, or the expressions which range from coy to ardent are reflections of the giddy emotions that mark courtship. Sinakiki is a dance of hearts meeting in graceful sways and bends. Galaalak of Bohol is a dance that formalizes a marriage. But the formality gives way to a spontaneous, fun-filled celebration. Usually performed by both the bride and groom upon their arrival from the church. The dance has been expanded into an entire suite based on the research of the late national artist Ramon Obusan. Obusan took staging liberties in recreating the entire atmosphere in which the dance is performed. The result, a show-stopping narrative. From the arrival of the bride and groom to the laying out of gaily colored textiles to honor the bride. From the spirited joust between the men and women of paper bills, gifts that herald an abundant life for the newlyweds.
Susunod sa Schoolmates, our first school debate for 2026. Let's join the students of Mariano Ponce National High School at pag-usapan natin ang mass promotion sa mga estudyante.
Mass promotion should not be encouraged in our country. It would encourage mediocrity and it would encourage students to be more lazy.
Dapat ipagpatuloy ang mass promotion because mass promotion is for those students who are being left behind.
Di ba dapat kapag pumasa ka, dapat may natutunan? Kapag pinopromote mo yung mass promotion na yan, papasa ka nang walang ganong tutunan sa mga lesson na yon.
Let the debate begin. It's Schoolmates, Huwebes ng gabi, dito lang sa PTV.
Joust between a suitor and his beloved, but spiced up with a touch of comedy, a bit of romantic mush, florid demonstrations of anguish and despair, and topped with a sincere and honest desire to charm the beloved. This is the poetic joust called Ismayling.
San masiplatan ko animo ka, himo dayon nga na, indigan kasing ko, pananglit ko inday apumanli, poryo maruyag ka, banga kun makonsuelo.
A courtship tradition from Samar in which both the ardent suitor and his beloved answer each other in a spontaneous exchange.
Actually, Ismayling, based on the research, is a courtship dance in poetic lines and in the form of a song. So, it started with Balitang. Balitang is an impromptu joust in poetic lines also. Actually, the purpose of the Balitang is for fun. So, there will be two performers or contenders. Then the performance will revolve around the contender's shortcomings. Kaya yung iba magtatanong, Balitang or really? So, kaya tinatawag, it's called Balitang. So then, naging balak. Balak is an extraction from the Balitang. Balak is a Waray term which means your intention. So it's a poetic joust also. Then in 1800, it revolves during the Spanish period. Tinawag na amoral or amorasyon from the word amor, which means love. And during the time of the Americans, binago na naman yung pangalan. So from balak to amoral or amorasyon, then to Ismayling from the word smile. Kasi nga, it's for fun. So nakatawa at nakangisi lahat yung tao.
Ibiyang akong hinigugma, magpakasal na kita.
Kasal? Kay Nanong? Katrato tayo ikaw?
Ay, Ibiyang, ay nagagpagpakipong bisan din nga simbahan, pakakaslang tayo ikaw.
Yung totoong Ismayling talaga, it's on the spot. Pagbibigay ng topic o kung ano, on the spot yan. You love the person, show your love through poem. And singing, hindi siya poetic lines. It's singing on the spot. So, mahirap. Siyempre, kung ikaw yung babae, in the end, pag nagkakaroon ng partnership, in the end, nagiging sila at maraming kinakasal. By history, by records, talagang yung nagtatambal lagi, nagiging sila in the end.
Bisan ka pa, guryo, magpahalas, halas maguro, alingkod, sinin akon, lawas, diri kagad guryo sa ataka, lalas kung marenge, kusyon kada oras.
Smiling is part of every kalbayog nun. But unfortunately, for the young ones, they don't usually do it because it's impromptu. Pag nanligaw ka, pagkatapos, kung sa daily life, no, nanligaw ka, pagkatapos impromptu, hindi na kaya. Very, very creative, very artistic, tsaka mahirap. Kaya believe talaga ako sa mga nag-i-smiling. It's the wit, the artistry, the creativity. It's on the spot. Napakahirap pero ang maganda.
Unan hunkuman ang pakada, lagan pugot naan, ulo patikala, wasa. Upayda naman laan salaman, kiro nga makada, lagan bisan waray, ulo.
Masa lalaki, duduhang ka, lain may sa una may sa kasing, ang sa kasing ubudlasan, hangin lang sa una ubudlasan, buwang.
Dispensar sa imo, pati mama, rakisi ako si, nagbang narasunsen, verti. Mga kong publikon mayada, sirti akong tutu, manon granding akong biti. Mga halat ko sa imuti, pili sa kinabong, di ko ikabutan, swerte. Manining kamo, bisan lakong, pobre akong tutu, manong granding ako, biti. Ibiyang.
Ambot sa imo!
Ibiyang.
In these lowland traditions and folk dances, we see love and affection idealized in a folk manner that is charming and light.
Ay para likan baboy.
In contrast to this idealized romance, the wedding traditions of the indigenous animus are fraught with symbolism, communal memory, and ritual. In the coming episodes of Season 12, Dayaw features rare footage of the wedding rituals of the Tibolis of Lake Cebu, the Sama Dilaot of Tawi-Tawi, and the Gadang of Paracelis. Each ceremony, a reflection of an entire cultural cosmos, a wealth of Dayaw, our knowledge, our pride.
Hey!